I'm Nadine. I'm a single mother to 2 children and a carer. Being a carer towards my children is very difficult, but also very rewarding. My favourite part of being a carer is taking my children out somewhere like a zoo, a donkey farm, a pony farm, because anything to do with animals, my children come out of their zone. They're happy, they are chilled, they're able to express themselves, they're just completely different children. My biggest worry being a carer is actually, am I meeting their needs? Are they going to have the life that I wish for them, no matter what I do? But my advice is, we're all good enough. If you're a parent, if you're a carer, we are good enough. There is no such thing as perfect. And I find the most that I've had help from is my family, my friends, and an organisation called Family and Friends that I've used. The drop-in centres, the taking my kids out with them has made me grow as a parent and as a carer. And without them and my family and friends, I don't know where I would be.
Looking after a young person like Amy is certainly challenging. It challenges the strength of your marriage immensely. Because you are constantly exhausted, you bicker, and tiny things can easily get blown into World War III. Most siblings of disabled children take on many of the caring responsibilities and do without doubt miss out on many opportunities because of their disabled brother or sister. This in turn makes you as a parent feel intensely guilty and to the degree that you are failing your children. Because your care regime for Amy is so demanding, I wasn't able to visit one of my sons at uni as they lived too far away for me to travel to and from in one day. And as a family, we've never been able to go to the beach, cinema, out for a meal together, or many of the things that most families take for granted. I have to say that having a daughter like Amy is far from doom and despondency. When Amy smiles, she lights the world. When she achieves the smallest things, it's as if she's reached the moon. I'm immensely proud to be her mother, and she is my absolute inspiration.
So, some reflections on being the carer of a disabled child. So first of all, you spend an awful lot of time in waiting rooms, waiting to see professionals. Then when you get to see those professionals, you get to learn a whole new technical language. Those long Latin words around diagnosis, you had no idea that you'd ever get to speak such an interesting vocabulary. Along the way, you get the opportunity to meet an awful lot of interesting people and very supportive people. And most of those are other carers of disabled children. And they provide support, and that peer support is something that we all really appreciate. The other thing I'd point to is the real pleasure of meeting inspirational children who overcome such barriers to achieve so much. And that's the main thing I take away from it, the pleasure of seeing my son achieve, break the boundaries and do more than we ever thought he'd be possible. That's a real joy, one that every parent has, but somehow when you're a carer in these circumstances, those rewards seem even greater.
What's it like being a young carer to Rebecca?
Fun and exciting because I get to look after her and go on fun trips with my friends.
Hello, my name is Anne and I am a carer to my youngest son Tom, who is 20. At times, being a carer can be lonely and isolating, and the one piece of advice that I would give to other carers is to reach out to an organisation or charity that can put you in contact with other carers. Knowing that you are not alone doing this job 24 hours a day, 7 days a week can give great comfort to you. Our roles and responsibilities may vary on a day-to-day basis, depending on the disability and health needs of the person that you are caring for. But the one thing that we have in common as carers is that in our hearts, we all feel the same.
Caring is very hard. Caring is very lonely. Caring is also rewarding, and it's great knowing that my loved ones are being taken care of properly. Caring is also very demanding when people need you all of the time, leaving you very little time for yourself. Carers get a very bad deal. Carers aren't supported enough. Carers aren't paid enough. Carers need more of everything, more support, more help. That support that I do get from people in a similar situation to me is invaluable. We know how to hold each other up. We know how to support each other. We know that just a touch or a look from somebody that understands exactly how you're feeling, exactly how hard things are, is the best feeling ever. I wouldn't change being a carer, but I would change the way that carers are treated.
So being a carer is a bit like being a juggler in a circus because some days your life just feels like a circus. And as a juggler, you have 10 balls. They all get thrown up in the air, but you're only able to catch 1 or 2 or 3 on some days. And to me, this is exactly what a carer is like. Being a carer is the most rewarding thing that I've ever done, because of the innocence and the love that I get from this precious little girl. As Rebecca's carer, I am her voice. She is non-verbal, and so I know her so well that I am the only one that really knows what it is like for her. It's so important as a carer that you fight for what you need. And it is a fight. Every day is a fight, because you know you've got all these balls hanging up above your head that you need to catch. And someday you're never going to be able to catch them all again. But it doesn't mean that you're failing. It means that you are just taking your time.